along with plenty bad. But ugly is something I simply never had. A bucking bronco never stops kicking. So while the clock's ticking, here's the thing about the wicked. If you lay them to rest.
The Outer Worlds has been rated M by the ESRB for blood and gore, intense violence, and strong language. It is approved for mature players only. Hey kids, this is Jack. Welcome to the Outer Worlds. Now, those of you who've been with me since the beginning know that I tried to play the Outer Worlds earlier, but it was a time when I was stupid and overloaded myself. I actually was trying to play 12 games a week, if you can believe it. Like I said, it was stupid, it was ridiculous, and I had to quit. But I always swore I'd come back to it, and here it is. Hope you enjoy. Oh, this is the area we were just in.
Yeah, huh?
Hmm?
In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker?
You sounded worried.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I'm gonna guess you're not a drinker yourself.
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
Don't apologize. If you ever want to talk about it, I'm happy to listen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Okay, let's get back to it. Now... Okay, I need to return to Ludwig to complete that, but then I've got this. Divert the power. 3 master switches must be activated. Okay, well, let's see if I can get a... Since I'm here... See if I can get a waypoint. 15 meters? Okay, well... One of the switches I need to flip is up here. I'm outside. Why am I outside? I don't think that's it. Okay.
What'll happen to Mr. David Spoke if we send power to the Veil?
You want to talk to her? Let's go talk to her. I mean, if she's gonna insist that we talk to Miss McDivitt, then we will go talk to Miss McDivitt. I just don't know where's Okay, botanical lab. Let's go to the botanical lab and we'll talk to Ms. McDivitt. I just wanted that part for my starship. Okay. over the river and through the woods. I'm now heavily armored, heavily armed. Much better equipped to fight off whatever it is I need to fight off. I know I've been up this road here, but I haven't been there yet. Used to be a bunch of bandits right about here doing a roadblock thing. No.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
You don't?
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What's your problem? I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers. What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
You obviously run a tight ship. Who's been wondering? I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Reed said something about former workers living out in the
Yeah,
wilderness.
that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
We've all got problems. I just got shot into space. You and me both. I'm trying to figure out how to go repair my ship. Trouble with marauders. That sounds like an introduction to a quest.
You don't know what enough with the questions means?
No.
No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
You could always go looking for
I
her.
go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun. Hence my dilemma.
Any idea where she might be
Vex me.
hiding?
If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
You snooped around her
Little
room?
ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I can tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places.
Could do without the gallows humor. I'll tell you what I can.
How well do you know
Well,
her?
enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
You seem so personable. Can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Let's change the subject.
What is it?
I'll leave you be.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon.
Tobaccorn?
It's been cleaned.
That sounds amazingly addictive and bad for you. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening.
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific.
Soporific, by the way, means it puts you to sleep.
Out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. Question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
I'll consider it. What do you have got against the town? I'm not looking to get mixed up in your problems. I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Okay, so now we have a moral dilemma.
Yeah, huh?
And she's got nothing to add.
He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
This is all take it and you're stealing kind of stuff, so I'm not gonna mess up these guys. You know, I got no truck with innocent people trying to get out from under tyranny. Granted, I'll be taking sides no matter what in order to resolve this particular quest. But you guys know what I mean. I'm sure. Now, while I'm here, let's search Zoe's home.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened
Zoe
on
and I
today?
were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Tell me about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
A corporate version of Zorro? That's just wrong.
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Hey, I got time. I'll help if I can. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
This will be the empty supply room.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
So it's journal page 12. That's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams, and would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake because I always hated that cannery. I don't think I'll ever have to look back at this journal many years hence and tell myself, wow, did I hate the veil once? I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I got to treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happens to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps. Oh, but you misappropriated one box of adrenatime and suddenly you've committed larceny. Interesting. Steal poster? I don't want to steal the poster. Today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps outside the hills, warming themselves by the light of a barrel fire, probably mounted on the heads of the enemies as spikes as a warning to folks like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of saltuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some adrenatime, too. Everybody loves adrenatime, even the Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of adrenatime before their eyes. This is going to be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm going to have the whole gang of Marauders up at Mecca and Call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. It occurs to me that I might have already killed Zoe. Okay, so I need to go over here. Alright. Let's go look for Zoe. Excuse me, guys. That cold that I mentioned, I'm almost completely over it, but almost completely doesn't mean completely, so every once in a while I get build up a gunk in the back of my throat, and it's like, yeah, I already cleared this place out once. It's entirely possible. I mean, look, you see, I've already looted all this. It's entirely possible I've killed Zoe already. I don't see anybody walking around. Well, damn, Pavardi.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Your Zoe, your people are looking for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
I'm impressed. How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Why did you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable.
Oh, sarcastic.
Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
There's something else.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
You should go back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
What about Stefan? You two were friends.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Okay. Oh, hi, Pavardi.
Where are we headed?
Okay, let's take care of this. Skills. Alright. I'm gonna put one in ranged, one in defense, one in dialogue. Add one to stealth, which I know I'm suffering a penalty to stealth because of the armor I'm wearing. One in tech. Another two there. And there. I'll just put two in everything. There we go. Okay, skills. Adjusted based on my okay, apply. Alright. Perks. You know, I keep forgetting I have tactical time dilation. You take better care of your weapons and armor than most people. Yeah, I think I want that. Yeah. We're gonna get that. Alright. Return to Grace. Okay, I'll do that. And I think I've made a decision as to whether I'm going to side with the cannery or the botanical gardens. And that's it for this session of The Outer Worlds. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit that like button. It does help me with the algorithm on YouTube. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. I'll see you next time for more Outer Worlds. Bye-bye.
Been trapped in that ship for an awful long time, so perhaps you have simply forgot what you signed. Oh, honestly, did you not read the colony policy that defined you as company property? That wavers your say in autonomy.